This is it. This is what we've come all the way to the island of Runö for. Behind this door. Alright, so behind me is the catamaran that's going to take us to Runö. It's going to take a couple of hours. It's a nice little thing. We've landed in beautiful Runö. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't have much of a plan. Okay, I'm gonna walk into the centre of Runö. I think this might be a bad idea. It's 45 minutes walk. Yeah, this could be a mistake.
Just to be clear, a 45-minute walk is not a problem for me, but I had all this heavy gear and I knew I'd have to walk it all the way back to the harbour. Anyway, sorry mate, do go on.
Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so we're on the walk to the centre of this island, but you never know. You never know what you're going to come across. Hey? Oh dear. Well, there you go. Be careful. Be careful when riding motorised bicycles on the island of Runö. So there's like one place here that's not like 200 plus euros a night, right? It's a very small island. I guess maybe it's a bit of a luxury destination for Estonians. It's certainly a family destination. Like I'm like by far the only person here that's on his own, and yeah. So anyway, there's like one place and it's full, or either it's full or he just didn't want to help me. It's full, I guess. He was like, no, bye. I mean, luckily I have my tent, but there's meant to be a thunderstorm tonight, which is what I was hoping to avoid. Not desperate to camp in a storm. Alright, to the church. This is it. This is what we've come all the way to the island of Runö for. Behind this door. Here it is. Here is the Swedish church on the island of Runö. Many years ago, before the Soviet Union took control of Estonia, and before World Wars I and II, there were many Swedes that lived, or certainly on this island. This island was completely Swedish, and as were many other islands in Estonia and also other places on the mainland Estonia. There were many Estonian Swedes that had their own Estonian Swedish culture and dialect of Swedish that was different from that spoken on the Swedish mainland. So here on Runö they had their own church, which you can see behind me. This church was built in the 1600s and reportedly built using wood from shipwrecks. That's weird. After the World Wars and the Soviet Union taking control of Estonia, all of the Swedes on Runö fled the island. And whilst when Estonia got independence in 1991, all people who had claims to land before the Soviets took control were able to resettle, were able to make a claim for that land. I don't think any Swedes decided to come back to Runö, at least not full time. I think some visit in the summers. But elsewhere there's been more upkeep of Swedish identity and more celebration and a more direct lineage of Swedes that have remained in Estonia, or some that have even come back from Sweden, but just not here on the island of Runö. So as you can see, lots of the graves here have Swedish names, and next to this wonderful, beautiful wooden Swedish church from the 1600s, they built a new one. Yeah, you know, it's not bad, but it's not as nice, is it? Hey, it's not quite this one. So yeah, unfortunately we can't go inside. I think the opening hours for this place are like every other Tuesday for 30 minutes. I mean, it's very, very difficult. I'm finding this island difficult in general, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is part of the important story of the Estonian Swedes. The oldest wooden building in Estonia. Johann Adolf and Hilda Adolfina, two people that died before the Second World War, before that name went out of use. Alright, here we've got some runes. We've got something written in runes here, runes on Ruunuu, as well as something written. This looks like the Estonian, but this looks like the Swedish. Any Swedes that can translate? Merry Christmas from Ruunuu. The strange things that you see on an Estonian island. Alright gang, so I've just walked all the way to the famous lighthouse here on Ruunuu. Yeah, it's flipping closed. Oi, this is fast becoming the theme of my trip to Ruunuu. Church was closed, no accommodation. The shops are open for like 1 hour in the morning and then 1 hour in the evening. Yeah, now the only other thing to do on the island. Flipping closed. I could have told you that it was designed by Eiffel, of Eiffel Tower fame. I could have shown you from the top of the tower, if it was open, the whole of the coast, the outline of the whole island of Ruunuu. But instead I'm just getting pestered by flies and it's closed. I passed about 5 to 10 people on the way to this and not one of them said anything. Oi. Alright. Goodbye, Ruunuu Tower. Okay. Ruunuu. It's a lovely place. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Onwards to Saaremaa. To Saaremaa tomorrow, the biggest island in Estonia, and hopefully one where everything isn't closed. That would be nice. Alright, so for now, I'm going to go back to the ferry terminal and I'm going to camp. I'm not particularly looking forward to that. There may or may not be thunderstorms later, but luckily my ferry is at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be a long night. Okay. Yeah. If you need a good place for all your kebab grilling, may I suggest in here? Spider Guard. Okay, I think that's about it for us on the island of Ruunuu. It's been a mixed bag. It was really good to see the church. I'm thinking of camping somewhere near here, near the ferry port, which is just over there, so that I'm up bright and early for the 7 o'clock ferry to get out of here.
I did have to set up the Red Beast again, which I actually pitched here. And just as I feared, there was a thunderstorm. So close to the island that Estonians gathered in the middle of the night to watch it pass by from the closed restaurant in the harbour.
There are worse places to get stuck, I guess. You can even see on the horizon boats going to Riga, shipping containers and other things going to Riga.